Alpha from Sorcery Contested Realm is being cracked everywhere around the globe right now. But are you still not entirely sure about what curio cards are, how rare they are, and where exactly to find them? If you want to know, please watch this video.
The team behind Sorcery has not been very informative about what curio cards are because they are going to be special, but what they have told us is that a curio card is going to tell you about the creation of Sorcery. And the first curio cards did this really clearly because it was very evident that these cards was nothing like other cards we have seen in Sorcery. But as more curio cards were drawn, some curio cards actually resemble what was in the Alpha edition. And it became really hard to distinguish between a curio card and a real card from the Alpha set.
So we have found three types, if you want to sort of divide them up, of curio cards. There are curio cards that are clearly curio cards. This would, for example, be the 1 in 9 or the sketch card. Then we have some alternate art, and that's the discussion. Is it a curio or alternate art? But that would, for instance, be the Guile Sirens or the Death Dealer from Frank Frazetta. And then we have something that people are trying to call maybe like altered art, which would be something like the self-same simulacrum or the mirror realm that has been flipped or reversed in the art. And it's a bigger discussion for another video, which is which, but what we do know is where to find the curio cards.
Curio cards is going to be inserted into the ordinary slot. So in a booster pack, you're going to have 10 ordinary cards, 3 exceptional cards, and 1 elite or unique card, and 1 atlas card. But in these 10 ordinary slots, if you find a card in there that is not ordinary, then you have found a curio card, because only curio cards that is not foil and is not ordinary can be in this slot.
The only exception to this is that we have an ordinary curio card that is the Grim Tangle, and this is very clearly a curio card because of the card layout being entirely different from the card that ended up being in Alpha, that's called Entangled Terrain.
And remember, if you find a foil cards can be in the ordinary slot. So if you find a card there and it's foil, it is clearly not a curio.
Because we haven't seen any foil curio cards, not yet at least. But let's have a look at the cards that have been found so far.
14 unique curio cards have been found. There have been some repetition among some of them, and up to 5 of one curio card has actually been found. But so far, in total, 14 unique curio cards, and here is the list. There's the 1 in 9, River Styx, sketch card of Eric's Curiosa, Bloom of Frogs, Grim Tangle, Murder of Crows, Gridlord, Mirror Realm, Death Dealer, Self-Same Simulacrum, Free City, Devil's Eggs, Death Speaker, and Belfry. And thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please remember to drop a little like, and please consider subscribing to the channel. It means a lot and it helps the channel grow and thrive.
So, how rare are the curio cards in fact? Well, the first day in Canada, 2 were pulled, and everybody started talking about, oh, they were really very hard to pull. And then as time has gone on, and especially as the US market got their got their boxes, we saw that a lot more curio cards came to the market and a lot more was posted on social media. People started discussing in the community, are they actually rare or just popping out everywhere right now? We wanted to give some perspective on this discussion because so far I've been keeping a running count of all the curios cards found, at least those posted to social media, and there has not been found any more than 5 of a single curio card. So 14 in total, but no more than 5 copies, at least until right now. So we wanted to do a little experiment and extrapolate how that might turn out if we decided to say how many curio cards there are and how rare they are in fact, and how many boxes you need to open to pull yourself a curio card.
Let's just extrapolate and say, let us imagine that there might be 20 unique curio cards. So far we have found 14. Let's just think there might just be 20. It's a nice number, right? And let's also just go ahead and think that there might be 10 of each. That makes a total of 200 curio cards in total. But there is actually 16,700,000 non-foil cards in Sorcery. So that means that the curio cards are actually just 0.0012% of all non-foil cards in the entire game. That gives you some perspective into how rare these cards actually are. We have heard about people opening close to 100 boxes actually without finding a curio card. It might be because they're just really elusive and hard to actually find. We have also heard of people actually finding curio cards after Sophie pointed out that, well, try to just flip it on the back and you'll see it doesn't say sorcery, it says something entirely different, and that is what makes this a curio card. So you need to look really thoroughly on the cards to actually spot the curios, but we have actually heard about people opening a lot of boxes without finding a single one.
So I think it's fair to say that right now they are still very rare, and whether or not we say that all these different types of cards, both the altered, the alternate, and the curio cards are all to be considered as curio cards, that matters less than how rare they actually are. And to my mind, 0.0012% is very rare still. And sure, there will be some out there that are not found yet because Europe is still missing their pledges and Asia as well. But I think it's fair to start guesstimating that they are very rare indeed. And also do remember, there is some bias out there. There will be collectors who just want to open their packs and who don't care or don't know about them. And then there will be people who are going to post them immediately on social media, and we can only keep track of those that we see on either the Discord groups or Facebook groups.
Yeah, and remember, these numbers are of course just a sort of guesstimation. They are not fixed, they are not solid, but it's our best guess as to how rare curio cards actually are. A big thank you to our YouTube channel members for making us able to do all these videos and interviews that we're doing on this channel. It helps a lot and we really appreciate it. And a thank you to you watching this video, and if you want to become a YouTube channel member, you can do this from a desktop computer and it can cost you under $3 a month. If you want to watch our interview with Eric from Eric's Curiosa, you can watch it right here, where we're also talking a little bit about the curio cards.